No,
To
you
you.
look directly at C the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready. Camera speed, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, my dear.
Hi.
Could you introduce yourself to the audience?
I'm Doll Avant. I am the founder and CEO of Aquagenuity, where water meets ingenuity.
So tell me about your company, this revolutionary, world-changing, global expansion that you're creating for the world right now.
Absolutely. Well, all of us remember in 2016 when Flint hit national headlines, 100,000 residents being poisoned by their local water supply. But what most of us don't know, and what I said in my TED Talk, is there are actually 3,000 locations in the United States with more lead in their water than Flint, Michigan. We actually have a water crisis. It's not a third world issue, but right here in the United States, humans are the sensors that are alerting us to water quality problems. So I'm a data scientist, so while most people were marching in the street and upset with the governor and made it a political issue, I saw it as a human issue. The people that needed the data about what's in their water didn't have access to it. So I said, why isn't there an app for this? So I set out to create one. I figured out really quickly why we didn't have one. It's because it's very hard to do. There are 57,000 individual water systems in the United States. The data is unstructured and siloed. So Aquagenuity is the first platform to bring all water quality data from EPA, public utilities, and municipalities to one interface so that any non-technical user can really quickly answer the question, what's in your water in real time?
So I feel that you're a futurist technologist. Talk a little bit about the complexities of this work.
Well, I was audacious enough to imagine a world where regular people had access to data about what's in their water. I believe we all have a right to know what's in the food we eat, the air we breathe, and the water we drink. And so I always say hashtag data to the people, but that's actually a revolutionary thing. You know, in the 20th century, decisions were made behind closed doors and boardrooms and big institutions. They decided things for us, and we never found out if something went wrong until there was a scandal. Well, in the 21st century, transparency is a new currency, and so we're really building a platform that brings that level of transparency, or what I call environmental literacy, so that you know what's happening in your environment, so you can protect your own health, and then giving consumers a voice and agency to make change.
So what do you see happening in the global economy around this? What type of support do we have, and what are some of the solutions?
Going forward in the economy globally, we are all going to be forced to understand this intersection, or what I call social capitalism, capitalism 3.0. You can no longer, like I said, make decisions behind closed doors. You have to create supply chains and things that are transparent so that consumers understand where their products are coming from, what's in, you know, the things that you're making, the things they're buying, how they're being made. Any company that wants to survive, you know, 9 out of 10 millennials will switch brands based on the brand being aligned to a cause that they believe in. So having social impact is not optional if you're going to make it in the future economy.
From your technical background, how did this all happen for you? Like, you know, it's amazing what you're doing. How did this all happen for you?
It was really driven by something personal for me. I was doing all the research and trying to pull all the data together in one place. And then really, 2017, my dad got sick. And we didn't know what was wrong with him, you know, and oh, he has diabetes. And, you know, you just think black people get old, they don't eat right, they get diabetes. But nothing had changed. His lifestyle hadn't changed, his diet hadn't changed. The only thing that changed was his zip code. And I was in the middle of this research project and came across an obscure report linking arsenic in his local water supply to cancer and diabetes and things like that. And it was directly related to his water. But by that time, his health had gotten worse. He actually passed away the following year. And it made me question how many of us are being exposed to things, being impacted by our environment, and we have no idea. And so I'm kind of on a mission to make sure that people have access to data so they can make better decisions and hopefully extend the life of the planet and the people who inhabit it.
For the future, where we're going in this industry, and where do you want to take it?
I imagine a world where anybody without a degree in chemistry or environmental engineering can in real time tell you what's in the water or what's in the air they're breathing, because I believe we all have a right to that. And that I'm going to create that using data and artificial intelligence and blockchain and every possible tool so that everybody can answer the question, what's in your water?
In 2020, what are you excited about in technology right now today? What's the emerging technologies and some of the things that we might not know about. What are you excited about?
I'm excited about how we're able to use things like artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, these terms that we've been hearing about for years, but how they have really practical applications right now for social impact. We'll be on tour for the next 18 months. I'm excited about being able to put this kind of technology in the hands of, again, the average citizen. And also it'll drive and change policy, the way corporations and cities do things as well. We're going to map all of the world's water. We're going to change the way the world interacts with their water, and technology allows us to do that.
Thank you so much. Where did you get the most fabulous name, Doll?
My mama's name is Dolly, and they named me Doll. They used to call me Dolly Jr., got confusing, so just shortened to Doll. So thankfully, it's a cute name, so it works.
Thank you so much. I love what you're doing. You're very passionate about it. We support it. Where can we find you? You know, where can people find
Yeah,
you?
most people who want to check their water, like, what do I do? So if you go to myaquascore.com, anybody can put in their zip code and find out exactly what's in their water, where they live right now. And we've been featured by,
you on social media?
oh, Doll Avant, everywhere. DOLLAVANT on all platforms.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Such a pleasure.
Absolutely.